Hey, all you cool lions and leopards. My name is Terry, and I am the owner of this magnificent exotic animal store that you see behind you. This is my little pal Izzy. He's an iguana. And this is my little pal Petey. He is a parrot. They're going to help me today review how to teach money. Isn't that going to be exciting? Let's get started. All right, all of you cool lizards and lions and leopards, all of the things that you are. So today we're going to be talking about counting coins in a collection less than $1. I can count a collection of coins less than $1. But first, I think we need to review what the coins look like. That is so important when you're working at a pet store like mine. So let's review. The first coin we're going to talk about is the quarter. The quarter on the front has George Washington. On the bottom right there, it says $quarter, because how many quarters does it take to make $1? Let me hear you. Oh, you're so smart. It takes 4 quarters to make $1. So this is $quarter. On the back of a quarter could be an eagle. On the back of a quarter could be one of the 50 states of the United States. This one is the North Dakota quarter. But there's all different states of the United States. There's 50 of them. So if you see the back of a quarter that has one of the states from the United States on it, then you know it's a quarter. Quarters also have a bumpy edge, and sometimes in pictures you can tell that, but when you're counting real money, you know quarters have a bumpy edge. Let's talk about our next coin, which is the dime. Now on the dime is a picture of Dwight D. Eisenhower. What a great man he was. He's facing off to the left. They just cut his neck off right there. On the back of this coin there's a torch and some leaves, and guess what it says? 1 dime. A dime is worth 10 cents. It takes 10 dimes to make $1. So dimes also have bumpy edges. When you lay out all of the coins that you have in your collection, the dime is going to be the smallest coin. Oh my gosh, Izzy, you're falling off my shoulder. The dime is going to be the smallest one. And as compared sizes to all the other coins. The quarter is going to be the biggest one. Now, in my opinion, this coin is the trickiest. This is the nickel, and it's worth 5 cents. It's so tricky because kids like to confuse the nickel and the quarter. It happens so much. But here's how you can tell the difference. This one down here is the old the old nickel, and it gets confused a lot with the quarter. Here's how we can tell the difference. Look at George Washington's strong neck. It looks like he has a very muscular neck. He also has this little curly hair part on his head. Now, when we look here at this one, he also has a curly hair part. But Andrew Jackson, that's this man's name, he is wearing a collar on his shirt that covers up his neck. George Washington, his doesn't show any collar on his neck, it's just his neck. So when we look at him, he has a shirt on that we can see from his neck. George Washington does not. The edges of a nickel are also smooth. That's one way to tell the difference using real money. On the back of a nickel is Monticello, where wonderful Andrew Jackson lived. They're worth 5 cents. Now this part right here, this is the new nickel, because I think that they heard all these teachers complaining that the nickel and the quarter just looked too much alike, and it was too hard for kids. So they took Andrew Jackson's face, put it forward, and made it a nice senior picture kind of thing going on the front of his nickel. So that's Andrew Jackson on the new nickel. Old nickel, new nickel, worth 5 cents. It takes 20 of these guys to make $1. And the last one, I don't think anybody has trouble identifying this one. Good old Abraham Lincoln on the front of the penny. The Lincoln Memorial on the back of the penny, and it says 1 cent because that's so nice. They tell you how much it's worth, 1 cent. A penny is worth 1 cent. It takes 100 pennies to make $1. Now that we've reviewed, I think that we should practice counting some money, because later what we're going to do is you're going to help me go shopping for some of my little pets. And I have some wonderful items that we could buy. So let's get started with practice counting money. So right here, we have 4 different coins on this screen. We have, what coins do you think they are? Zoom in on there right there and see what coins can you see, and we'll practice counting them together. Maybe Izzy will help us. Izzy, my iguana, or Petey, the parrot. We'll find out, because I'm Terry and I own this wonderful, wonderful exotic pet store that you see behind you. I'm so excited about it. All right, now these coins right here, they are, let's see, there's a quarter right here because I see the eagle on the back. I have a penny. I have a nickel because I see the Jefferson Memorial on the back of that nickel. And then a dime because I can see the torch and the leaves beside it. Now, let's think about how we're going to count this up. There's many different ways that you can count money. I heard that from your teacher you used a strategy, what's happening there, called hairy money. Now, when we have hairy money, we give the quarter 5 hairs because we count by 5s. So it says 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. See all of his hairs? So this is worth 25. Now I'm going to go on over to the dime, because the dime has how many hairs? Do you remember? 2 hairs. 5, 10. Oh, they kind of look like antennas, like a bug. I like that better, because I love animals and all things that are living. Now, for the nickel gets how many hairs? Just 1 hair. And this poor penny, how many hairs does this penny get? None. He's bald, but we give him a little swirl of hair right there. Now we can count up the money counting by 5s. So we can say 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And then we're not going to count by 5s anymore because this is worth 1. So we say 41. Let me count that again. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 41. So here we have 41 cents. Another way that you can count this money is we have 1 quarter, and we know a quarter is worth 25 cents. We have a dime, and that's worth 10 cents. We have a nickel, and that is worth 5 cents. And we have a penny, and that is worth 1 cent. What we can do, we like to put the money in order from greatest to least. That makes it easiest to count our money. What I also like to do is group the money together. So let's group this amount together. So I have 10 plus 5 is 15. I have 15 plus 1 is 16. This amount of money right here is worth 16 cents. Now I have the 25 cents and the 16 cents. I can stack those up and add them together. So I have 25 cents. I have 16 cents. And I can add those up by stacking them. 5 plus 6 is 11. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus 1 is 4. And looky there, all of you cool leopards and lizards. We've got 41 cents. We had 41 cents when we counted with hair and money, and we have 41 cents when we grouped it together. Another way that you can do it, the third way, is just counting on. So we have 25 plus 10 is 35. 35 plus 5 is 40. And 40 plus 1 is 41. We can kind of skip and hop across that money. Let's do another practice. Sometimes money is hard to count. I know I'm at a cash register frequently. I have to make sure that the money that I give back to my customers is correct, or maybe they won't come into my beautiful exotic animal store anymore. And poor Izzy wouldn't ever get a home. Now, let's see what coins we have here. Can you look at the screen and see what coins we have? We have 3 pennies, 1 nickel, and 3 dimes. Let's try some hairy money. Let's use pink. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. The nickel only gets 1 hair. 35. And then we have to count by ones for those pennies. 35, 36, 37, 38. So here we had 38 cents. Let's chunk it together. So when I looked at this, I immediately saw that there were 3 dimes and that 3 dimes was worth 30 cents. I also saw that nickel right there, and that nickel is worth 5 cents. And then I saw these 3 pennies right here, and those 3 pennies are worth 3 cents. So when I stack it and add it, I can say 30 plus 5 plus 3. So 0 plus 5 plus 3 is 8, and 3 plus nothing is 3. Look at that, they match, 38 and 38. If I skip counted, I would do very similar counting. I would say 30 plus 5 is 35, and 35 plus 3 is 38. That's another way. As long as you get the same answer every time, then you know that you're doing something right. Let's try one more before we get to go shopping for my animals. Oh my golly, look at all of these coins. Let's identify them first and possibly put them in order. There look to be a lot. So I see a quarter. I see 2 nickels. I see 3 dimes, and I see 2 pennies. Okay, let's get started. So I have a quarter. So with hairy money, how many hairs is this coin going to get? 5. You are so correct. Oh golly. There we go. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 5 hairs for the quarter. And then I'm going to do all of the dimes in the order of how much they're worth. So we have a quarter and then the dimes. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. Now go on to the nickels. So we have 55, 60, 65, and now count by ones. 65, 66, 67. Oh, golly, 67 cents. Now, let's chunk these up. Combine them. Oh, Izzy, get back up there. We're going to combine them together. So we have 25. And then I saw that we had 3 dimes. That's 30 cents. Let's combine the 30 cents. And then I saw we had 2 nickels, and 2 nickels together is 10 cents. And 2 pennies together is 2 cents. So let's add all those up. 5 plus 0 plus 0 plus 2 is 7. 2 plus 3 is 5 plus 1 is 6. Oh, looky there. Our answers match. Doesn't it feel good when that happens? With our money here, we can just keep counting if we wanted to skip count it along. We said 25, 35, 45, 55. Pardon me, 55, 60, 65, 66, 67. Wonderful. It's my favorite time now. Let's go shopping. I can't wait. Now, look at these adorable hamster leashes. Don't you think that so many people are going to want to come into my store and buy these hamster leashes for their hamsters? I mean, who wouldn't? Who wouldn't want to walk their hamster down the street? Oh, I just can't wait to stock these in my store. I wonder if one would fit little Izzy and we could go for a walk. So we need to make 24 cents. We can make 24 cents in so many different ways. So when I think of 24 cents, it's just one less than a quarter, so I cannot build it with a quarter. That's too much. So let's try a dime, because isn't a dime worth 10 cents? So I have 10, and I think I need another one, 10, 20, right? So 10, 20. And now I need to get that 4. I can't use a nickel because a nickel is too much. I need to use pennies. So 10, 20, and I need 4 pennies. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 24 cents to buy this wonderful, adorable, adjustable for all sizes of hamsters. And in 2 different colors. And look, it fits a guinea pig. It might even fit little Izzy. Let's see what else we're going to buy. Oh, goodness gracious. Look at that adorable hat. I bet it would fit Izzy too. I think that's a sugar glider. We don't have any of those in our store. And that adorable pink hat is 82 cents. What do we know about counting by quarters? When we count by quarters, we say 25, 50, 75, $1. And that's the fastest way to get to $1. 25, 50, 75, $1. There's 82 cents there. I wonder if I could use quarters to get quickly to 82 cents. To get as close as I can. I think 3/4 does it, don't you? So I have 25, 50, 75. Now I'm at 75 cents. If I add 10, 75, and I add a dime, 85. Oh, I went over, didn't I? I can't use a dime. Let's see what a quarter does. Or sorry, not a quarter. We have quarters. A nickel. So I have 75, 25, 50, 75, 80. Oh, I'm so close. I just need 2 more cents. 81, 82. Now, what's another way that you could have made this? This is using the least amount of coins, but let's say that that wasn't something that you were thinking about. You could have used 8 dimes and 2 pennies, couldn't you? That would be sending home your customer with a lot of coins in their pocket, wouldn't it? It might weigh down their wallets or their pocketbooks or their pants if they put it in their pocket. This is the least amount of coins possible, but 8 dimes and 2 pennies, that makes it work. All right, this is for Izzy. Look at this adorable shark costume. Kind of looks like the shark is throwing up a lizard. It's kind of weird on all these different levels. He's a shark. Is he being eaten? Is he not? Is he a shark? Is he not? No one knows. It's so deep. It's a great costume for these animals. I wonder if you could combine this adorable little hamster leash with this shark costume. Oh my gosh. And then you could walk your lizard down the street and show him off for all to see. That would be wonderful. Maybe an animal parade. Maybe I should host one because I'm Terri. Let's see. And Terri does crazy things, you know. So 65 cents. When I think about it, my quarters, using my quarters to get there as fast as possible. 25, 50, 75, $1. Now, if I do 3 like I did last time, it's not going to work. I'm going to go over. So I could probably only use 2. 25, 50. Yes. 25, 50. Ooh, and then I could go 60 using the dime, right? 10 more. Now I'm at 60. I need to get to 65. What other coin could I use to get right there, just like that, to buy this adorable shark costume for a lizard? I love it. 25, 50, 60. 65, you were right. It is a nickel. Wonderful, wonderful. That's all we're going to buy today. I really hope that you enjoyed helping me review coins with you, review how to count coins, and review how to buy things for my wonderful animals from my exotic pet store. It's so wonderful. I hope that you can come to my pet store sometime. Right now, we're not open, but I enjoy to be with all of the pets in here. So until next time, my little lizards and lions, I'll see you later. Make sure you do your assignment that's down below. All righty, I'll see you later. Terri signing out.